Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the victorious hockey company, and the ever-evolving junior hockey discussion group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. Today is August 19th. Camps are going strongly. Forgot something, Tommy. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, YouTube, X. And today, wherever you are, hope that you are enjoying the last days of somewhat normalcy before hockey season really gets into gear. And that's the subject of today's show. So, look at. If you read this morning's article on HeisHockey.com, it says, be victorious. That means a lot of things to a lot of people. But right now, this year, there is so much going on in the game, so many options, so many hearts are getting broken because teams are really playing off the emotional part of, you know what, we're going to bring you into this team. We think that you're one of our guys. We want to sign you. Come to our camp. And you go to the camp, and there's 80 guys telling the exact same story. But they got that $400 out of your parents' wallet, $500, $600, whatever it was. That's what's happening now. That's how teams are making a lot of money. And they're losing money in other places, so they have to make up for it somewhere. Unfortunately, that's where it's at. And the player goes away from those environments with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. You know, really haven't done much all year. They had their hearts set on this particular team, didn't work out. And oftentimes they're looking to that team to help them find a place. That always doesn't work out. Because usually them finding you a place means they are going to get a kickback from whatever pay-to-play team may happen to try to send you to. And it's probably in these times when you're looking at your plans B and C, when having a good advisor is at its most valuable point. Because you probably don't know as a player that after the midpoint of August, the going rate for a high-level player just off the cusp of being Tier 2 is about $5,000, maybe $5,500 to $6,000. You're certainly not going to be spending $10,000, $12,000 what's going on the Atlantic Seaboard, unless you really want to. Some folks want to. That's why those teams get filled. But for the most part, if the team is able to generate funds from outside of the player fee, selling tickets, sponsorships, beer. Here's an insight. If it wasn't for beer, there wouldn't be junior hockey. If it wasn't for beer sales, there certainly wouldn't be junior hockey or free-to-play junior hockey. That's all there is to it. As a player, you're going into this next few weeks, and your heart gets broken. Don't get mad, get even. If you're like in the last 35 guys, you have to really look at your options, considering almost every North American Hockey League team will go through 45 to 55, 60 players every season, and you made the top 35, top 40, you probably got a pretty good shot at getting back there. Now, what's working against you is where you go. If you go into non-sanctioned hockey, getting back to an NAHL team will not be easy. If you go to a Canadian team that is sanctioned, getting back to North American Hockey League team this season will not be easy. It requires international transfer and a trade. From the 3HL to the NA is a lot easier. A lot easier. Especially early in the season to up to the midway point or so. You have a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. For players that are just on the edge of making it, realize that there are a pile of extra USHL players. Some of those extra players will go to the BCHL. Some of the BCHL guys will come down to the NAHL, and they'll trickle down to the 3HL. But all in all, if you stick to it, I know you guys can, there are opportunities to move up during the season. The key advantage of doing that is that it doesn't really cost that team anything to bring you up from the 3HL. So if you're playing AAA, a lot of coaches will say, no, we are busy this week. We really don't want you doing that. It can limit your opportunities. But for the 3HL, no one's really going to say that. If you get a chance to move up, if I'm asking to have you go up Tuesday through Thursday, Tuesday, Friday for a team, maybe you stay for the weekend, there's not a single NA3HL team that I know of that's going to say no. Because doing so means they won't get any more players from us, for sure. If one coach says, no, he can't go this week because we're busy, I'm going to say that's your last player you're ever going to see from us. Period. That's not how we do it. You're a developmental league. This is the way we're going to do it. And that usually works. Trying to navigate that path on your own is ludicrous. You don't have the connections. The coach that you're talking to is going to have ulterior motives, usually financial. So you really can't trust that. But if you have a good advisor that can help you with the situation, use one. It's here where they're probably the most valuable. All right, folks. Read the article today. I think you'll find something in there for you. So until tomorrow, hope that you enjoy your morning coffee and have a great day.